Listen up, man. If you want all the gossip, all the gangbanging news, all the real politics, come to Smut Free TV.
Hottest in the streets, Smut Free TV, god damn. I know it, man, Smut Free TV, garbage ass nigga. The best in the streets and the hottest in the streets with your garbage ass. If you ain't tapped in, you're Rebecca!
Alright, welcome back to another episode of the Rocstar Report. It's your host, Rocstar 2800, the most hated, the most opinionated, the most underrated. You know the truth. Like, comment, subscribe right now to this channel. If you haven't already, become a member. Turn on your notifications, tap that bell, smash that like button, follow Smut Free TV on Instagram and TikTok. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And you know we got the hottest content in these internet streets, no cap. Alright, man, let's get into it. Dejon Paul versus Snoop Dogg. This is wild. Who would have guessed this, right? This definitely was unexpected, right? I mean, Snoop paying attention to Dejon, to what Dejon is saying. Somebody must have threw that in Snoop's ear one time, right? So, if you don't know Dejon Paul, ex No Jumper host, LA report card. I mean, he's been in the culture for about 3-4 years now, probably 5, as far as these report cards, making it shake a little bit in LA, make people pay attention to the scene, because a lot of people didn't know a lot of these rappers, right? Till Dejon started, really pressing this line as far as critiquing, LA rappers, right? Which was never done before. Let's keep it honest. His whole argument is why the OGs are not doing nothing for the West. And he called out Ice Cube, E40, Too Short, Snoop Dogg. Why they not bringing up talent from under them or within the inner cities in their region, or, why we haven't seen nobody blow from under these artists? Which is a fair question, evaluation, whatever you want to call it. All right? So we're going to get into it, man, because Snoop didn't like what Dejon said. He's not feeling Dejon whatsoever, and Dejon seems to be trying to stand up for what he believes in, So I'm going to let y'all decipher that. With that being said, let's get into the first clip.
At the rappers, you're skipping the execs, you skipping the labels,
producers,
because them the ones who have the resources to do everything. You're telling a rapper to do.
I'm telling the owner. I'm telling the CEO. I'm telling the owner of Def.
No,
you keep bringing labels. If these did not own labels, I would not be saying that to them. So Snoop Dogg has owned Death Row Records since 2022, and not one LA rapper has been signed to it. That's not noteworthy. I shouldn't speak on that. I should turn a blind eye to that, like all the other media people do.
He tried with a couple artists that failed on their own.
Badass.
I ain't saying just that, but I'm saying he's pushed artists in positions. He's done things. Regardless,
who put out a record on? Who?
Let's be 4
years. Who put out a record on? It takes 4 years to put out a record.
Let's be real. In 2026, it's not an artist cosign that's gonna make an artist crack.
It's not about the
it's not
cosign.
One artist from Jay-Z on down that go, hey, listen to my young, and we gonna give a fuck.
You can get them through the door.
That's not how this works no more.
So it's illegal to bring an artist with you to an interview? It's illegal to shine light on another artist?
They don't want to hear your music if they can't appreciate your lifestyle first. If you don't come in with chains and a foreign and a social media following,
where you get that
they don't even want to hear your shit.
So you didn't watch the video where Joe Moses said down south, put $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 to their young, let them ride their cars, let them wear their jewelry, and put the young.
I just sat here and said exactly.
But West Coast don't do that.
We know that.
Okay, so that's what I'm.
That has nothing to do with the music.
That's what I'm asking them to do. That's what I'm asking Snoop, Ice Cube, E40, Too Short to do to the young.
So what if they don't want to do that? I'm an artist. That's not my lane.
Okay, and then we're gonna keep saying the same situation, keep doing the same shit, get the same results. Y'all gonna keep dropping albums that don't chart, that don't mean anything, that nobody can name a song from. Name a song from the Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg album, the last one.
No, you have to make better music.
Okay, teach them how to make better music.
You either you got it or you don't.
That's not true, because they got help.
All right, man. Dejon is on one, right? He's sitting down with Tammy. Shout out Tam. He's sitting down with Devour Way. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying that basically, as long as Snoop has been CEO of Death Row Records, that no LA artist has been signing him. The biggest news he brought to the table was Snoopy Badass, and that was by luck. Snoopy got luck written all over it, right? How he ended up in Snoop's presence. And I'm pretty sure Snoop didn't know what was going on, right? That being said, I understand Dejon's argument as far as like, okay, you had Death Row 4 years, but what artists have you really put out from the LA area long, like, and really pushed her, you know? And they're saying, viral ways, saying, nah, man, it's not up to Snoop. Snoop already done this, that. It's up to the artist to get in place, and then Snoop alley-oop or assist, right? Which is fair too. I think they both got equal arguments, right, when it comes to that. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Snoop didn't take that lightly, right? He actually seen this podcast, and he went underneath the comments to give his opinion and to fight back and to really let Dejon know, hey man, who are you? So Snoop is popping it. All right. He's popping it in the comments, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just let y'all read, but let me just some key points, right? He has yet to talk about what I've done. I have artists with gold records, R&B, and I put half the West on. Snoop, he couldn't let this one slide. He had to come pop it, man, one time. You know what I'm saying? He had to come let Dejon know. You feel me? And he said, when the little homies need a verse or a cameo, he don't charge, right? Um, he said, so until you do something for hip hop, what more do you want from me? What have you done for hip hop, Dejon? He said, I'm from Long Beach, so start there. What have I done for my city? I'll wait. Which is facts. Man. Snoop has done a lot for Long Beach, and I always preach that. I always say that. He has came back twice. Every time they call him, reel him in, he comes back and he does it big. All right, putting hoods on. Hoods. All the hoods on in Long Beach, not just his hood. So I always give him big ups for that, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Snoop definitely looks out for Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? So Dejon couldn't let it rest. He had to fight back in the comments as well. So let's get into it. Okay, as you see, man, Dejon couldn't rest. He had to holler back at Snoop ASAP in the comments, man, to defend himself. So without a doubt, let me just point out some key stuff he said in it, right? Said I'm only referring to what you have done for the new LA rap scene since owning Death Row Records since 2022. That's his whole argument, I feel like, from the beginning. He's just feeling like Snoop hasn't signed anybody to make an impact from the West Coast, which is a fair argument. Your R&B efforts and all the great work you've done in decades past are not pertaining to my conversation. I'm simply asking, what new young LA rappers have you signed to Death Row Records, developed, pushed, and released records on under that banner? It's been 4 years. So Dejon didn't waste no time to get back at Snoop. He didn't waste not a second. You understand? He's very passionate about the LA rap scene, man, and putting it on a pedestal, right? Like I said, if it wasn't for Dejon, a lot of people wouldn't even care about LA rap scene. I feel like he created the conversation. Y'all don't give him enough credit, but I always gave him his credit because he always kept it hip hop. He never veered into the street and the gangbang politics. It's just about rap. LA rap, where you from, and if you could rap, and if you could chart, if you could put numbers up, if you can make hit songs, which is always a fair critique. We just never had nobody do it in LA, so that's why it's a shock to everybody, I feel like. With that being said, Dejon couldn't hold his tongue. He couldn't wait to blast back at Snoop on his stream. So here's a clip from his IG that he posted, getting back at Snoop.
Snoop Dogg asked, what have I done for hip hop? I tell you what I didn't do, get Draco killed. That's what I didn't do. That's what I did for hip hop. Not get Draco killed at my event. That's what I did. Not get Draco killed at my event. I just had a day and live event. Did any rappers get killed, stabbed to death?
No.
Was there any violence?
No.
All right, so at your event, Once Upon a Time in LA Festival, December 2021, Draco lost his life. So that's what I didn't do. I didn't get Draco killed. I didn't cause Draco his life by being so stupid, so negligent, so ignorant to have Draco and YG performing hours apart at the same venue. I wasn't that ignorant and negligent to cause Draco his life. That's what I didn't do for hip hop. That's what I did do for hip hop. I didn't get Draco killed, to answer your question, since you're so fucking smart. Secondly, I personally feel like since you cost LA Draco, since you caused us to lose our best rapper, the rapper with the most potential, the most influence, the most love from the fans, the strongest fan base, all these years later, all the influence, the fans are still there, all of that. Since you cost LA Rap that, I think the least Snoop Dogg could do is replace Draco with a new LA rapper. The least you could do is give us another LA rapper. It's been 5 years since his death, 4 years in which you've owned Death Row. So you caused Draco to lose his life at your event, but when somebody asks you to go sign a new LA rapper, you turn your nose up to it? You're too pompous to answer that question or look into that?
Shout out to the Stinks. Go to their pop-up this weekend at Chevy Chase Park. They're giving out skateboards. They got $500 prizes for best trick, etc. We know the truth.
We know the truth. So yeah, that's what I've done. To answer your question, Snoop Dogg, what have I done for hip hop? Not cause Drakeo the Ruler his life. You can't say the same thing. That's why you're being sued. Yes, Draco's family and Draco's estate is suing Snoop Dogg for causing Drakeo his life. Let's get into that. That's what I've done for hip hop. Not cause Drakeo his life. Snoop Dogg is reportedly asking a judge to dismiss him from the Drakeo the Ruler wrongful death lawsuit. On Wednesday, May 20th, TMZ reported that the rapper filed a motion requesting a summary judgment in the civil suit, which was filed by Draco's brother in 2022 because Snoop...
This is nasty work, man. Dejon is accusing Snoop of getting Drakeo the Ruler killed or letting him get killed, right? Now, we all know that was Snoop's event. You know what I'm saying? What a tragic event that Drakeo the Ruler died. But him having involvement? Come on, man. That's nasty work. Now, he was reading something before the clip went off. There was rumors, we don't know if that's for sure or true, that Snoop was asking to be removed from the lawsuit. Drakeo the Ruler's family is suing the festival and, Live Nation and everybody in general. So he's asking to be removed from that lawsuit, but we don't know how true that is if he's really even named in a lawsuit, right? But this is Dejon Paul, man. This guy is crazy, man. Like, to go at a legend, I know a lot of people are like, man, you're going at a legend. You're going at a legend, man. Why are you doing this? You don't why would you go at Snoop? But maybe he's just really standing up for what he believes in, man. And that's the LA rap scene, and that's getting more notability to the LA rap scene. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I semi feel like he's wrong for the way he addressing it and the way he's going about it. You know what I'm saying? Because now that he has Snoop's attention, maybe it could just be a conversation, right? Maybe it could just be, a DM, some understanding has to get settled, right? Has to be concluded when it comes to this. Hopefully, because I believe Dejon is doing the right thing. He's on a mission. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are not going to understand that mission when you're just pressing forward, right? And like I say, you can poke at Dejon all day. Facts is facts. When he breaks down numbers and hey man, this is how the music industry works. You can't be mad at him. Okay, now Dejon wouldn't let up there, right? With this clip, he wouldn't let up. he went again to post a clip that Snoop said on the Breakfast Club about saving New York. So this is nasty work, man. Get a load of this.
Pulled them all in and was like, I'm gonna save New York first. And what I mean by that is, it ain't hip hop like it used to be out here. And I'm a nigga from the West Coast saying that. And I want hip hop back in New York. I want the feeling back.
Come on, Snoop. That's nasty work, man. You can't be saying stuff like that and not rub the West Coast the wrong way. Or people that are passionate about LA hip hop, West Coast hip hop in general, right? And Dejon went to go scrape this out of the archives, right? And post this to remind people. And with his caption underneath, even just killing me, right? The caption underneath is Snoop Dogg said he's gonna save New York hip hop. So who's gonna save LA hip hop? So yeah, man, this battle, hopefully it gets settled. Hopefully the right people can get them in the room, conversation. Dejon can get an interview. Who knows? This might be a play. Maybe Snoop been hollered. You know what I'm saying? And they just figuring out a way how to shake it up. You know what I'm saying? Which is not bad. But if it's not a play, and this is really what's happening, then Snoop is frustrated with this guy speaking on a legend and what he's doing and what he hasn't done. But even then, Dejon is fighting back as well, saying, hey, the facts is the facts. And until you prove me otherwise, then I'm going to continue stomping down. You know? So what y'all think, man? Who y'all think was wrong here? You think Dejon was wrong, or you think Snoop Dogg was wrong? Do you think Dejon is standing up, taking a stand, or do you think he should mind his own business? Do you think Snoop is right about what he's saying, or do you think he should do something about it? You know what I'm saying? With that being said, you're now tuned into the Rockstar Report. Give it a thumbs up if you like this content. Like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, become a member. Turn on your notifications. Tap that bell. Smash that like button. Follow Smut Free TV on Instagram and TikTok. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And you know we got the hottest content in these internet streets. No cap. Stay tuned for more Rockstar Report right here on Smut Free TV. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, you want to see more videos like this, hop in the comments, get my likes up. It doesn't cost nothing for you to support. Become a member ASAP. You understand? Turn on your notifications, tap that bell, smash that like button, follow Smut Free TV on Instagram and TikTok. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And I can't stress enough, when I go live, super chat. You can send donations to the Cash App, Rockstar 2800. All of it is helping for the cause of Smut Free TV. You understand? Building this brand. So stay tuned for more if you want to see more rants, more reactions, more Rockstar reports. It's right here on Smut Free TV.
Don't do something and come back. Don't keep cracking and come back.